I mean, athletically, Logan's a lot more athletic. As far as legit competition, Dylan's way more qualified. You look at, 4-time world champion jiu-jitsu as a brown belt, compete at black belt, compete in ADCC. He's a lot more accomplished, but it's just jiu-jitsu. He's never been known as a striker. Then you look at Logan, obviously been in bigger entertainment spectacles as far as, he did fight Floyd Mayweather, who's a smaller boxer, but that's a lot of pressure. And then he does WWE, which isn't real, but it's still an athletic event.
Yeah, he did really good.
And there's a lot of eyeballs. You tend to side towards Logan on this, right?
I would.
Yeah, I find myself rooting for Dylan a little bit just because all the bullshit he's been through. You see him, he's sober now. There's a good person in there.
I mean, if you're putting money on it, you're putting it on Logan, right?
No, because the odds.
So minus 450 for Logan, plus 330 for Dylan.
So when I worked for Showtime, the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight, I was like the Logan Paul expert, right? So I had to go in and interview Logan, and I go in there, I was like, oh, I bet they're gonna be a train wreck. They're gonna be so nervous fighting Floyd Mayweather. I walk in there, and it was like a yoga studio. They had like incense burning. It was real calm. And Logan's like, what's up, man? I'm like, dude, you fight in 30 minutes. He's like, isn't it cool? I'm like, I guess. Shouldn't you like warm up? He's like, yeah, it's all good, man.
I did a couple downward dogs. I'm good.
No, I thought he was going to be nervous. He goes, I've already won, dude. I'm not nervous at all. I've already won.
Whoa.
He goes, I'm a YouTuber. I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Cool.
I've already won, dude. He's like, whatever happens, all good.
What an attitude.
But I look over, he's like, can you talk to my dad? Though I look at dad, and he's just like sweating.
So nervous.
And I was like, listen, your son's going to be fine. Floyd's tiny. He's not going to give him brain trauma. If he hurts him, it's going to be to the body. He'll be fine. He's like, you think? I was like, yeah, he'll be fine. He's going to have liver damage and internal bleeding. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he can overcome that.
Former UFC heavyweight Brendan Schaub cautioned McGregor not to take Paul lightly. Logan's no joke, Schaub said. He's bigger, younger, and more athletic. If McGregor doesn't take this seriously, it could be embarrassing.
They confirmed it. So Conor McGregor is due to fight Logan Paul, not to be confused with Jake Paul, in India for $250 million each. He ain't making your money back. So this is from Mac Life Official, who's one of my faves. They're salt of the earth people. Conor McGregor and Logan Paul are featured as part of the historic Visit India tourism campaign. So it's government funded, yeah? It's a clash in Mumbai, Iconic Stadium. The two will be rewarded for their efforts, with McGregor set to walk away with $250 million. That's more than to fight Floyd.
Exhibition. They're obviously going to try and get close, but I have no idea where that kind of meeting point is going to be. Conor's up at like 170 odd now, so perhaps they can kind of get around that 190 range, 200 range. I'm really not sure, but yeah, an exhibition. I mean, straight away, my first thoughts are, how legit is this going to be? Because Conor's not going to want to sign for something where he's going to be made to look stupid. Logan, Logan wouldn't mind losing to Conor.
The fight has elicited varied reactions from both fans and pundits. Some describe it as the most exciting crossover event that would bring new audiences into the sport of boxing, while others view it as a sideshow that reduces the credibility of the sport.
Just saying, for the UFC to grant Conor McGregor the right to fight Logan Paul, and Dana hates the Pauls. You know how Dana holds grudges. We know how he holds grudges. For him to be in cahoots with the Paul brothers in any facet, that blows me.
Conor McGregor's an average MMA fighter and a horrible boxer. I'm going to beat the shit out of his Dylan, and then I'm going to beat the shit out of him.
The real thing over here, I think these WWE guys think this is... They're not right in the head, some of them. I mean, what's the main guy, John Cena? He's wanting around, he's 40, yeah, he's 40 years of age. He's wanting around in a luminous orange t-shirt and a headband, talking about nobody can see him. We can see him right there. He's a big fat 40-year-old failed Mr. Olympia motherfucker. I mean, they're dweebs, those guys. This is the real shit. I've got to get in and fight a man for real, with no script, with no nothing. So he was talking about challenging, bringing some other wrestler guys over to challenge me. I was saying, come bring it then. This is the real shit over here. If you want to come over, we can fight, no problem. And then a few of them are talking about the street and all. If they want to do that, come at me and see what happens. That might have been a bit ruthless of me to say, but again, it ain't trash talk, it's true talk.
What do you think about
Stephen A. Smith weighed in saying this is pure entertainment. It's not about who's the better boxer. It's about who can sell the fight. It will be a hugely financial success regardless of the outcome. Together with their promotional powers, it will break all records and set standards for crossover events in combat sports. The McGregor-Paul showdown is already captivating the world's imagination.
No issue with this fight for a few reasons. Number one, obviously, I don't think he's ready to be back in the UFC. I think he will get his ass kicked thoroughly.
Yep.
These fighters are elite. They take this very seriously, and their definition of being in shape and ready to fight isn't bloating themselves up with muscles and looking good in the mirror. These brothers are ready to throw down.
Yeah.
You Conor McGregor, and not only that, Michael Chandler has been calling him out forever. Desperately wants his hands on Conor McGregor because he knows that would be a big fight, obviously, and he wants it. That hasn't happened yet. We haven't seen Conor McGregor win a fight. I mean, he beat Donald Cerrone, Cowboy Cerrone. Cerrone looked like a deer in headlights, as I pointed out that night.
Yeah.
That's the only victory he's had in 7 years. Well, here's why I don't mind it, though, Shannon. I appreciate this fight because it's pure entertainment.
Yeah.
It's an exhibition. It isn't Jake Paul training with professional boxers, essentially being a professional boxer, but getting in the ring with non-boxers or geriatric dudes. He's not doing, Logan Paul's not doing that.
Yeah.
He's getting into the ring. He's an entertainer.
As fans eagerly await official confirmation and fight details, it remains to be seen whether it lives up to the hype or ends up being just another overblown exhibition. But if there is one certainty, it is that this clash of two of the biggest personalities in combat sports will be an event for the ages.
5 pounds smaller or whatever the hell he was, Nate Robinson, and trying to take on Conor McGregor are two different things. It's like his brother. You know, I said earlier this week, his brother lost to the video game kid from England.
Right.
Now you're gonna fight Floyd Mayweather. That gets you a fight with Floyd Mayweather. That's pretty crazy. But I get it. There's a lot of money in it. There's a market for those kind of fights. It's not what I do.
All the right buzzwords in there, didn't he? Again, Logan Paul. You know, you name one of the Paul brothers these days, you're gonna get some social media, some bounce right there. The Ambani family, like I said, one of the wealthiest families in the entire world. Again, and anyone that hadn't heard of them definitely heard of them this past summer. So like they have reached well beyond India. I mean, they're just an extraordinarily famous family now. Again, they already were. So I say now, I say there's just more people on our side of the pond that have heard of them now. Of course, they were insanely famous before. And then even mentions Topuria. That was cheeky. Like, oh, that throwing out like 2 rumors at once. You know, it's like, oh yeah, that was that rumor.
Where did that come from?
I don't even know.
I haven't heard that rumor, and I work.
On the percentage scale from 0 to 100, what are the chances that Jake Paul ever fights Conor McGregor?
0.
0.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Listen, man, I get it. These kids, listen, both these kids, him and his brother, have done a good job of injecting themselves into the fight world. I am a huge Boston Celtics fan, okay? I love Nate Robinson. Nate's awesome, okay?
Right.
Have you ever seen basketball fights? Have you ever seen when fights break out in the basketball court?
Yep.
Yeah. Some of the shittiest fights you'll ever see in your life.
What's your take on Conor McGregor's response to the footage of Logan Paul's training? Let your opinions flow in the comments.